Okay, okay, okay. We have a game coming up. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me head over to Twitch. Do some thoughts. Oh, there it was. My What? Please, I don't follow. That sucks. Okay. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da. What was that? Oh, something. Goodbye. I saw something pop up. I didn't actually see it. Turn it down. Batman. Ah, shit. Here we go. How's it going? Feed. Oh, yeah, we have 100% in this game. We have 100%. 100%. Um. Return. What is this remastered? uh, How is your day so far? It's like night now. Did I not change? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I forgot to change that. Hey, yep. Ba-da-ba-ba. Unfortunately, I just got finished with Mikuka. She's good. Glad I waited till it was over. Hmm. That's weird. Why is the 360 version of Arkham Origins $10, but the PS3 version's $3? Is backwards compatible now? Fuck you, man. And GameStop sucks shit. In this game, but all in these. You did all of Arkham Knight, but not this? That's impressive. Plus, I just played this one first, so it was like... Hmm. 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 Okay. Could have updated. Who's having PTSD attack? Wants to die me. Oh, what's the PTSD for, man? Okay. Oh, yeah, the riddles. Yeah, Arkham Knight. Yeah. Arkham Knight. Something. Arkham Knight is something. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, go to that. Good mechanics and gameplay, but the fucking green douchebag. Yeah, I just don't like the anything that had to do with the Batmobile. I think the Batmobile ruins Arkham Knight. Haunted. I lied. It's 163. But we will play the game by normal, because who cares? Batmobile was content. Yeah, they overused it way too much, so it really fucked with my perception of it. What's up, Alex? Just get home from your hair appointment, which is extremely pink. Which is pretty impressive. Have you guys seen the Robert Pattinson screen test? Looked pretty cool. Yeah, I got back a little bit ago. No. Oh, what the screen test? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's bathed in like red light, which made people think of Daredevil, which I can understand, but it triggers maybe escaping prisoners. Your prisoner shit. Yeah. Well, yeah, this is very true. It's very old and run down. The plus I was gonna say like, wait, it's like one road. Why would anyone go towards this place? But then I saw there was like buildings next to it. I'm like, how cheap are those buildings? Where at like any potential day, you could have a mass murderer just walk by your building. He's Batman.
Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.
That's Warden Shop to you. Bowles!
Yo, Frankie! How's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it!
Too many polygons. I want original.
You really want to talk to you?
I'm fairly certain I 100% of the the 360 version too.
Tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not
Wait, let's see. Ooh.
Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover.
Just so like anytime I start this game up again, it looks so much better than I remember.
Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side?
It's the first riddle. Look right there.
Oh, good, aren't they?
I want him securely locked away this time.
Look at all this.
Goodbye.
How's the guy supposed to break out of here?
Down, down, down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, it's always nice to return to my silly little hacienda.
This looks good. Yeah, no. It does. It looks so good. I'm guessing on my end it looks better because of the compression and all.
Scan initializing.
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more.
Do you know what the first trophy is, huh?
Multiple prohibited items.
From what I remember,
It's not the patient.
the first time you run into one, it's through an electric gate, but you can't get it.
Tell me. Batarangs,
But knowing this game, I'd say through a vent.
Scan the screen on Joker.
Open the gate.
Wait,
Get him out of there.
no.
I want weapons on him at all times.
Fuck, what is it? No, it's right.
there'll be time enough for you later.
Is it when he breaks out? Don't remember.
Talk, tick, talk.
Yeah.
Crocodile eye here?
Hi. I'll see you later.
Pencil me in for tomorrow.
Big cash.
We've got
Later.
a lot of catching up to do.
And there are no electric doors. I was thinking something like that. That's later on when you throw the batarang at him.
Ooh, it's my favorite show.
That's what I was thinking.
Idiot, you'll never escape.
Psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation
Howdy.
for the criminally insane.
Howdy.
Situated on a small island in the Gulf of Mexico.
Does he have his flask on? He does. It's right there. Also, I love how like they don't really have a correct uniform.
My boys over there could
It's like dark blue jeans, just SWAT vest.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Patient seems to be in satisfactory condition.
Is this place only abandoned after this game?
Lacerations, probably
This is like the
splash.
10th.
There seems to be.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
He saw your
Also, how is there like,
Out of here. He's good. Get the door open.
how is Gotham like one place that doesn't have capital punishment? Of all the places to not have capital punishment.
Pacification system active. Shoot to kill permissions granted.
Hello.
You heard the lady. We got another
It's like I'm not really for capital punishment, because it costs more.
The excitement in the air.
From what I've heard, I don't know.
Who?
Is it New York have?
Must have been one of the guards then.
New York State?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Is that you?
Because I know that's what it's based on, but
Get ready. Keep your weapons trained on it at all times.
oh, so it was never repealed from New York State law, but they haven't done it though since the '60s. Hello, you look different in every game. It doesn't make much sense, but you do.
Stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart. Eat your bones.
That reminds me. I really need to get me some meat.
Okay, move up.
Watch someone play Batman VR. I have.
Sweet! Great night for a party.
Not where you
I don't. Is that even canon though?
The night is young, Bats. I still
'Cause-
have a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit
Oh yeah. Wait. Another thing in this game is the subtitles get cut off from how long they are. I don't know what.
I thought I
Pretty sure it is. Wait. No.
Oh, Frankie, you really should learn.
Because in
to
canon,
keep that
well, he's
fat
not dead,
mouth
but he's presumed
shut.
dead.
It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something.
Guess he's yeah, that's
You've
fine.
never
I
let
already
me
know.
touch you
Yeah,
this easily. What are you
it's been out for a
really-
while, and it's not really that
Well, nothing
important.
much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
And New York does not. That you said it did, but whatever. So no, the VR game probably isn't. Yeah. I know a lot of it takes place in his mind and all that.
you are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
Where's the tongue?
What? Don't you trust me?
Our guest has arrived.
Okay, so this is from this website at least. Legal in 29, or legal in 29 and legal in 21, and DC. Washington, New Mexico, Alaska, Hawaii. Pretty much all of Northeast. West Virginia, that's an interesting one. Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota. But not South Dakota. That's legal there. Legal in California, which is weird. You think of any state that'd be most progressive on that end. Okay.
Intensive treatment. Lower floors are now at level red.
Whoa.
So, you're back. You killed 3 of my crew when you.
What was that?
Out of
Oh.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
I'm all for breaking records.
Long night, Jim.
Joker invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage, leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media.
I used to do it. Leave you, man. My nostalgia.
It's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully the last.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, right.
Hold it there. Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff only.
I assure you, if anyone's qualified. It's
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Babs. Don't be a stranger.
All the people I fight, probably.
Gotta say, it's good to be back.
you okay?
This game is, well, not this version of the game, obviously, but the game itself was 11 years old now.
At least he's back where he belongs.
Down.
Get up! Now! Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
The joke's on you.
Memories that we have.
Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
I don't.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman.
You need basically like SEAL Team 6 to run this place, or just competent people. Why would there only be 2 people bringing his ass in here, and one being a doctor? Oh god, okay.
For this interruption to your regular entertainment. Up until a few seconds ago, I treated everyone in the
That's so good.
cartoons. You know how I do love a captive audience.
Whoop. I'm a shitty PC that can only run at like 30, and I still loved it. It doesn't. I can run at anything. I don't really have the problem with. In this game, I can notice it more. That it runs better, at least. Look, it's your favorite room. It runs better. I don't know if it's 60 exactly. Oh, I get hit. Oh, okay. Like, it's 30 on stream. I don't know how that looks exactly.
The system's jammed. We're stuck in here. Joker's in full control of the security gates.
Oh,
I'll find a way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden. Let him know what's happened.
this is Xbox, so props. I don't know. It's the SDX, so maybe they unlocked it to 60, or not unlocked, but.
You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
If you think I'll let
Keep them in quad stretched out.
Hero speed. Ooh, looking good, wouldn't you? Why don't you just come find me?
Whoa, okay. Hey, it's me. It's me.
You know it's a trap.
Of course it is.
Oh, and these things. Garbage. If you miss one, you can go throughout the entire fucking place again. Are locked and unlocked. Yeah. From when I look at the between a stream and that, it does look better. Also, when I look at the preview, it looks like it's not stuttering, but just like skipping frames sometimes.
Everywhere that madman goes, death is sure to follow.
Now there's only one there.
Patients should
It's
take
garbage.
their medication at the prescribed times each and every day.
Yeah. Wait, where's?
Security breach in level B.
Maybe a door with I can crouch under.
Security breach
With the
in level
penguins
B2.
area.
Warning. Security breach in level B. Warning. Security breach in level B.
Broken spine. And remember, Batman doesn't kill.
Breach in level B.
He maims.
Can you hear me?
It's Oracle. Look. Yeah. The one left out of the Birds of Prey
Joker's
movie.
escaped custody. He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my
You know, one of the original Birds of Prey left out of the Birds of Prey movie.
Stay in contact.
in level B2?
Whoop.
Warning. Security breach in level B8.
Hey, buddy.
Warning. Security breach in level
What happened?
Joker,
What happened?
you're lucky to be alive.
He must have gone this way. Door's jammed. I'll try and get it open.
We need help in pacification. I repeat, we need backup in pacification. Can anyone hear this?
Can you hear me? I'm with Batman. Hello?
Where are they?
Back down there. Do you need help?
No. I work better alone.
So, you know the way you came? Go the opposite way. Woke up conveniently right after I beat up
Can you
some
hear
guys,
me?
yeah.
If you can, help's on the way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird how he's awake and no one else is. It's a little suspicious if I say so. Hey guys. Hey Zaz.
Please, you've got to save him. Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it. Wait here. You can't. He'll kill
Victor
Mike
back
if
at it
anyone
again.
trying to get close.
He was also in the Birds of Prey other than Oracle. Weird, huh?
I see anything that looks even a little bit like a bat
I do like his design though. It's pretty dope.
dies. Do you hear me?
Okay.
Pig.
I'll go hug him.
How many times do you told? Keep away.
Hi everybody. Hi everybody.
Piggy fry.
How you doing?
This is disgraceful. How did a patient like Victor get free?
I don't know. Oh, I forgot you can just move the camera.
He wants to kill the
Look at those
guard.
cables. Oh, look at that right
He
there.
needs to
Okay.
kill the guard.
There's some exposed fans. I don't know what. Oh, that's a thing. Hey guys. No, no, no. Oh, here you go.
Zaz has got my buddy. He's gonna fry him. Do something.
Look how detailed. So detailed.
I need to get behind him.
Over there. Could do that in the original, right? I think you could.
Close enough to Zaz to strike.
You'll see me coming on the ground, so I'll stay up high. These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up.
Whoop. Whoop. Is that it, baby? Whoop.
Zaz is down, but not for long. Got to get close.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
Ooh.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh? Oh, I got something to show you. 1 second, B-Man.
Lap dance, yeah.
I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Beth, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped in from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
Arkham City, yeah.
Batman, you picking this up?
Oracle.
I agree on that one.
Arkham Asylum just vanished off the network.
He's in control of the security system.
Ooh.
He's probably isolated it from the grid.
That's not all he's done. All police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone...
That's never helped anything before, so I don't know why it would help now.
At the moment, but the story will break any
Is that a
time.
flashlight?
He's lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know it.
Securely tied up. Yeah, that's also fair. He's just still on the floor.
Try the radio. Control should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Batman, I'm patching you into the guard radio feed.
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler. Who's that behind them? Oh my god, it's Joker.
So they're really bad at shooting anything.
Sorry,
You don't see that many dead
Drop
bodies.
it down like crazy. It's not good. I'll keep trying.
Convenient vent is convenient. Well, you would think it is the best way to would possibly get around. Every place should have a ventilation area.
Decontamination room.
Hi.
Toxins detected.
They're trapped in there.
Hi. Oh.
Area sealed.
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them back?
It also says they should have masks on right there. I'm just saying. They should have, you know, cautioned themselves. What is this room? No game is without sin. God, I keep thinking left trigger. DMC.
This isn't a simple escape attempt.
That is sinless. Which one was the... Oh, okay.
You're gonna be fine.
What game was it? We fought the devil, basically, and his giant schlong was out. Steve! Come on, Steve. Here you go. Woo. Oh, look at this nice guy. We're gonna help him too. Go up. It's like, oh, thank you, you're my hero.
There's the structure control point.
Cause that's how that works.
Lane battering should power it up.
Should power it up. Yeah, you just destroyed the circuit breaker, it looked like. One thing that they did add in Arkham City, that I love the most is you can flip off edges. Do like front flips. And I hate that you can't do it in here. Oh, it's Dante's Inferno. You rock. Fucking team. What up? They really have good, like, hair products, apparently. No one just has, like, spiked hair all the time. Dante's his deputy. Do nosedives when running off a building. That was cool. Yeah. I don't know. That seemed like too cinematic. Like, I liked the ability just to do it. Or, like, where it really wasn't meant to be done, it seems. Arkham Knight, it's like a whole thing. It was cool, though. It was cool.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
I'm counting on it, just not yet.
Boom.
He's a big one.
Whoop. Wait for it. Oh. You also just bounce back and forth. And you just slowly walk to the side. Okay, maybe not. I remember just doing that. Oh, what up? Be bad in our time of Spider-Man, which had sicker moves. Well, I think Spider-Man. Oh fuck. Spider-Man had an advantage because, you know, he's an actual superpowered person. Don't forget. Yeah. I did dodge roll. He just hit my thighs. Oh, hop. Oh, shocking. Batman has a super. He's super rich. Ask Elon Musk. Seems like to be a superpower. Oh no, his little heart. Steroids. Just don't. You win this boss fight? Yeah, that's true. You just have to outlast him. Wipe. So look, it gets cut off. What's up with that? Why? Why couldn't you just like make them into two little, you know, layer them? Won't do it, but then 5 seconds later he does it. Arkham. Not a bats. Let's talk about over here. Yeah, right here. Just this is what I was talking about. That one. Let's see. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? We got combo batarang. We got combo strikes. Oh, never mind. We're doing inverted takedown. We'll do throw next. I forgot inverted takedown was an upgrade. Oh, I will do that. Oh yeah, you had to get that. Of course, of course.
Powered up the gate. Must have passed out.
Joker went through that door.
That's like my favorite animation from this game.
We call it extreme isolation. Only way in is via the transport system.
Open it.
No problem. I'll just need to call another
It's like, okay, fucking calm down. I'm on your side, you asshole.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
What's wrong here? The main security loop is locked.
Drop it.
Having a little trouble up there?
Man, he gets out. He gets around fast, doesn't he?
There's no
Two-Face.
Silly bat. I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to give a smile on my face.
Is that Pennywise?
Really? We'll see. Ta-ta. Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me.
Man, playing as Pennywise in a game would be fun. Bonk.
Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Bowles.
Look, like over to the left. There's like CPU fans that are just uncovered.
Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
A live leak.
Transport system is down. Best I can do is open the door you came in. Sorry.
Sorry.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
Open it. Oh. Got it.
Batman, what's happening?
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Your father.
Don't worry.
He's always captured though. He's fine.
Okay, I know, but
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let
Whoa,
him.
what the? Okay.
I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
Man, rigor mortis really fucks you up. You find Gordon, but Harley won't let you see him. Yeah, and you can see him through the wall. That's pretty good. Yeah, if you just like turn it on, you look to your right, and he's just like sitting. I love that. That was pretty funny. Oh, here it is. It's right trigger, not left trigger. Yeah. I remember parts of these games. There's also no slide, which is I don't like. For Gordon is the scene in his Harley's model. Is it really? I didn't notice that. Whoop. Whoop. Wow. I got turned around. Watch boundary break.
Oracle, I'm at the holding cells. I'm setting
He shows
up
it.
a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to Bowles?
Why? Why is this?
Bowles dropped his flask.
There you go.
Sloppy. Let's see what the forensic.
Sloppy, yeah, he's drunk.
I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere. Oracle.
This is one thing I don't like about this
Great.
game.
You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Chasing alcoholic.
Transport
This
to
way.
upper floors is now permitted to staff with correct security clearance. Security level is now at Orange Alpha. Alpha.
Just disabled detective mode. Color's bad. Yeah.
It's taking so long. Stupid. Unreliable. How did Joker get... Be quiet. What's going on?
B-Man, Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
She's like barely moving, and they had a lot of jiggle time. Also, dude, how do you not vomit? bit unreliable. Oh, look, I got a little cut on my back suit. Oh no. Now we know he's a white guy. You can see his skin color.
How'd you like that, He-Man? No way you're following us now. You're trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready for you.
Ready for you. Tara Strong.
Gordon was taken up to the surface in the elevator.
Alright, why? I'm why?
Follow them.
Oh, well, Vicky,
Use
yeah.
the old-fashioned way.
God, that went way too far, man. It became too much. Whoop. Whoop.
Hey, Babs! I know you can hear me. I got a little something for you to listen to. Harley, I got Neely out of the building with the yellow van.
Also, like, of all the breaks, like, is this the first time he's gone through here? Have they had to if not, they had to go and fix it? All of these times? Because, like, those are the newest things in here. Are the damn vent covers. So how clean these are compared to everything else around it. Get your ass. Wait, what the hell's that? Oh, it's a speaker. Oh. Can see it, but can't see it. Okay. My detective mode sees more than I can. Over here.
Warning. Multiple security breaches on level A6.
What? Oh, yeah, yeah. One thing I really don't like about this game is the underground. I don't like underground sections in games in general. Which is weird, because, like, I'm fine in real life. In games, I just feel, like, contained, and I don't like it. Whoop. Whoop. Oh man, I was too far away. Best villain, what, in these games, or?
How's it going? Any sign of Dad?
Oh shit.
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Tried to slow me down. Drop
What's
that
a good
elevator.
villain in these games? Arkham Asylum?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
We don't really fight actually many. We don't really fight any villains, right? With Arkham Origins, Deathstroke. Arkham City. I don't know. Arkham series in general. No Arkham. Man, you really hate Arkham Origins. It doesn't exist.
Oracle.
I'm trying to think. What?
Men have taken control of the cell block.
For some reason, I can't remember off the top of my head.
That's
What?
not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew got their hands on
They
weapons.
ruined the Hush in Arkham Knight. They ruined Hush. They ruined
To isolate armed henchmen.
the Deathstroke.
The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different.
Deadshot was pretty cool. Oh, it's A. Damn it. So Deadshot was pretty cool. The Mad Hatter stuff was pretty cool. Raish. Mr. Freeze, that was a pretty good one. Pretty much everything in Arkham City, all the villains were pretty cool.
Oh, look who it is.
Adam.
Are your pointy ears burning?
He's sleepy. Batman gets cured, goes after Mad Hatter's cure anyway. Yeah. Arkham Origins had, oh, not Arkham. Arkham Knight had some pretty cool ones too. Never play. Arkham City's the best one, man. So good. Sinner. I'm trying to think. I think no, it's not free now. Need to get. I think he's too low for. You too low? Oh no! Here we go. Ready? Whoop! And drop him. Damn you! Oh, come on, come on! I think he has to be. Yeah, this won't work. Come on. This work? It won't work. Damn you. Yeah, and you hit the rope and he just freaking. Boop! Where are they at? It's only. Oh, it's only him in. Okay. Next snap. Yeah, you have the rope, so he gets that giant tug. So he gets the, gets hurt that way. And then you just let him go afterwards.
I'll have to come back and search this area once I cleared the rooms.
I don't kill. He doesn't, he maims.
He could be anywhere.
He's not dead. He's just paralyzed for the rest of his life. Upgrade. No, it's towards the front. Yeah, there we go. Is it A and B? A next. Vidon. Batman. Game theory. I think a while ago I saw that. But yeah, he's. He's not a saint. What? No. Whoop.
What are you doing?
Science file. Also, yeah, they're not really dead, or they're not like unconscious either. Come on. You shit. Come here.
Hey, don't be scared. He's just a little bat. You can
Whoop.
Well, between you
Yeah.
and me, it's statistically unlikely.
He passed out from fear. It makes fucking sense. I think that makes sense. I think he passed out from fear.
Call me Harley. Everyone does.
Harley.
Surprised you want to interfere.
Your heart races so fast you just pass out.
Joker must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bull's trail stops here.
You can, but it is very unlikely. Yeah. Just like hyperventilating and stuff. Well, it's not even from fear. It's like fear leads to it, but it's like, yeah. I'm too early. Oh, these guys, yes, from internal bleeding, that's true.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My
Galaxy
has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communication.
Are they still making videos? I remember them making some announcement stuff.
Taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this
Sharply observed portrait. What could it Let's see. This Sharp. His name's Sharp. Him. Paper cuts. And it's kind of sharp. I will try it. Let's see. It worked. Let me out.
Batman, over here. I saw you clear the room.
You don't go there, but okay.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance.
Look at the texture on his skin,
Joker's
man.
army coming through the main gate. Two of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Was Bowles alone?
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing everyone in the room. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them.
I like his shoulder pads.
Like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without
You could tell he's a smoker. Yeah.
Good. He was scum.
His gruffled voice.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, is he dead? Oh, too bad. Also, like, he has different... He doesn't have a vest on, but yet he survived. Interesting. Cigarettes for crack, yes. Well, he's also doing this job, so take that for what you will. I don't think you can not smoke by doing this job.
We apologize for this interruption to our regular broadcast. Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay.
You know what's funny about this? No one even touched this place. This is just how it is.
We're getting reports of an armed siege on Arkham Island. 2 minutes ago, Joker broadcast to all news channels.
No one would allow this.
Greetings, Gotham. This is the voice of your new master. Oh, hang on. Let's get to this.
Jack Ryder. I do like the art styles here, but I like the Arkham City character bios more. Got the Joker and we got the Batman. Most useless piece of... You see him less than Vicky Vale. Whoop. I'm surprised he doesn't have Vicky with her helicopter that crashes. She survives. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But why doesn't he have like a radio and it's like you're gonna go through all of this with nothing? That's when you know he's a sociopath. It's beautiful. A psychopath, yeah. Got the rain on the screen like I'm a cameraman. It's so cool. Ooh. Beep, beep, yeah, people.
Car is still parked just outside of the intensive treatment building. Now, we can't just have him up and leave us.
Whoop. I beat up my ride. Nice sign. Why did beat up ride?
Disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still
I think I look like cold. I can just... It's like from like going out on Halloween when it's raining. I just have that feeling when seeing him with water all over him.
Thanks, Oracle.
Come north. Hey, guy.
I can't believe it. They killed Jackson.
Stay with your colleague.
But just give him.
I'm ending this.
Oh, yeah. It's just gonna shock him. And that's all it does when you're driving at 100 miles per hour down a street, ramming a giant car into them. It just shocks them. Oh, fuck. That bulbs are doing a little too much. They're sleeping. Yes, he just passed out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just like my parents. Oh. Well, it is 2 in the morning, right? Yeah, so, yeah. Why? How petty, man. How petty. Ow. 2:30 beach. Whoop. Oh man. Oh man. I was confused on why that was. Okay, we're done.
There's a supply of explosive
Punch him in the
gel
dick. You
in
can
the
do
trunk
that.
of the Batmobile.
Yeah, he hits people in the dick quite a bit. Again, doesn't kill them. He'll maim them.
Harley trashed the car. Looks like there was a scuffle. I need to search the area around the Batmobile. There could be a clue as to where she...
It's a lamp model? He was looking at a lamp. Wait, really? Wait. Oh, in the game break video? Boundary break? Is that how they made the light? Oh, wait. Inside, yeah. Just chilling. Is it because of like that's how they made light happen in the car, or was it for another weird reason? There's a lot of weird models placed in this game. Okay. Forgot. Can't crouch.
Strange.
Oh.
This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave it. Wild country.
God damn it.
His favorite tobacco. Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow. Oracle.
Now we found some tobacco.
It has your father's initials carved on it.
How they did the walking through the corridor scene is amazing. Oh, at the beginning? Yeah.
Exactly. He's left me a trail to follow. He's alive, Barbara.
Yeah, alive.
The security doors are locked. I'm going to have to find another way around to get.
Oh, it's just weak wall.
The wall ahead is weak enough for my
It was cute. Oh yeah, the Scarecrow stuff. Yeah. Yeah. All that stuff's really cool. Yeah. Okay, in this game, it's Scarecrow. Plus, I like Scarecrow, anyways. So when he was like the villain for Arkham Knight, I'm like, nice. Hey guys, what you setting up for? Do you guys have a permit? Okay. Oh. I was gonna let you live, but I mean not fall asleep, but okay. God damn, that would be so fucking painful. You just kick the shit out of your like inner knee. Had him. Damn, Jonathan Craig back with the truck. I don't know. Like Scarecrow's probably one of my favorite Batman villains, and then Mysterio is my one of my favorite. Probably not my favorite, but Spider-Man villain. Ugh. Whoop. Yeah, he does. He's like just so malnourished, it's insane. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, hey. Also, how does that not knock him out? That giant fall on the concrete. Look at his face. Okay. Sure I will.
Where's Gordon?
Ow.
I'm over here.
You see her hair. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. I'm trying to see. All the skeletons are probably the same. Oh my god, look at the only thing that moves is the spine and his... That's funny. Hey buddy. Ow. I'll probably watch that a little bit. Wild country. With kidnapping of Harley. Yeah, she's in her own mind, man. Kidnapping herself, she's fine. Plus, like, yeah, I know he's like saving everything, but you would think he would still have to pay for this, right? He's going around with a lot of destruction of property.
All the doctors rounded up. Search every inch of the medical building. I mean it. Search every room, every office, and every cat. If another
I'm the bat.
tries to run and get out
The
of the
bat.
building, then you won't. I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas and leave you to die. Hell, I may do that anyway.
Another funny detail would be if, like, his ears get caught. So every so often you see his head yanked back. Unless he's very aware of his ears. Who knows? Don't really know why I'm going for these, but I am. It's 200 XP. It's fine. Everyone just call it Scarecrow Jonathan. I probably should, because you know it takes away like the mystique of it. It's like, oh, this guy's his name's Jonathan.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Got to save them. Whoop. Is the Joker DLC in the remake? Yeah, with a challenge for him. Yeah, we play as him, yeah, in the challenge maps. I'm fairly certain it's on this. So I think that was some of the achievements. Find a bit. Whoop. Hey, don't look this way. He's just doing a backflip. Oh shit. I wish I was cool as Dante. Hey, buddy. Man, I think a lot of people wish they were as cool as Dante. Maybe not the same predicament per se, but. Oh shit. Ooh. That might have been my bad. You probably have a chiropractor here, right? On payroll. He's not dead. No, he's not dead. Crushed by a rebel that weighs probably a couple 100 pounds each. Nice. Yeah, I'm here. What?
I don't know what happened. 1 minute we were doing our
Look at the detail on that wall. Oh my god.
Burst into the room and took us hostage.
Look at that cape. Look at that glass. Look at his helmet.
They obviously didn't want to be.
Look at that. Look at that ladder. Look at over there.
You're going to be okay here.
We'll be fine.
What about the others?
Shut up. I'm talking to you.
Gunfire. They could be dead. We should go and help.
Oh no.
I'm on the screen.
Dr. Kellerman was in the
Chiropractor. This is state sanctioned. Yes, there's no chiropractor. Where I can count pixels when I get bored.
Batman saved us.
Who did I see in the back? Oh, this guy.
You okay? We're safe. Batman saved us.
State section. Yeah. So the only chiropractor is basically like you know, and some buddies just dropping rocks on each other's backs. That's pretty much what it is.
Will all patients please
No, go to that next.
and move slowly to their accommodation.
Let me introduce you all to the sterling work of our new head of research, Dr. Penelope Young.
Oh, Penelope Young.
2 years ago, Arkham is now at the forefront of research into understanding the human mind.
Tommy Elliott operates in Arkham. Can it be true?
Batman!
With the Courier 6.
You're safe now.
But it's a trap.
Don't know what that is.
Just
Just not for me.
It's true. You really are the world's greatest detective. How did you do that, Bats? Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys.
Wow. For some reason, that's extremely loud right now. When can we do that? I don't know, because that game... That'll take a while.
You hit like an old man.
You hit... Wow. Your 6 is the go. Oh, I gotta... It's basically... What days do I stream? I should probably make a schedule and then work on it that way. Hey, everybody. All right.
Don't get too full of yourself, Bats. I'm
Dishonor.
just signing you up. Think of this as a preview to the main event.
Like some days I do this, some days I do that. But, yeah. Let's do takedown. Also, why draw him like that? What a horrible depiction.
I couldn't speak. Relax, you're safe now. I can handle these low-life thugs.
Oh. Hey, buddy. Wait, is this the... I don't remember if this is the real or not. Oh. No. Oh, here.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight.
Service Tetch, Basil Carlo. Ooh. Dr. T. Elliott, double shift. Wow. Hard-working man. Gosh, looking like a... Yes, very true. Oh, present.
Will all patients please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation?
Our question is meant to debate about whether psychosis is in itself neurotoxic, and whether potentially damaging changes to the brain are related to the length of psychotic episodes. Project Titan allows us to strengthen the individual.
What? Oh. How do you get you? Taco would be frown. That, we'll see it later. But like, the later version of that did actually get me a couple times. Whoop. Really? Yeah, the one later, you know, with an actual person inside, when I didn't know. And I didn't use my detective vision or detective mode. And Arkham was... Oh, yeah, imagine. Oh, you also know how like this is poisonous gas. Didn't kill. Batman doesn't kill. Oh, I can't let him die. Me no kill. He even said I can't let that man die. He just tells himself that. Oh shit. He just tells himself that. So you know he's psychotic. Whoop. Where is it? Oh, kill. Kill, yeah. Why? This is built so weird.
Batman arrived, shut
Was this one? Dr. Clooney, please report to giant genealogy. Gynecology? I don't know what that says.
I shouldn't have left intensive treatment. I would have made sure that freak stayed where
Cash.
he belonged.
Need a hand.
So what's going on? My
What are you coughing for? You're in here.
brought Joker in.
Patient interview 21. Patient's name is Edward Nigma, also known as the Riddler. So, Edward, Warden Sharp tells me you've been leaving threatening riddles scrawled on the asylum walls. Again.
One would have to be severely paranoid to read threats into harmless riddles, Doctor.
There is still medical.
Oh, they just turned that shit off immediately.
Remember, a happy patient is a quiet patient.
Oh, I'm not sure I can keep it a secret any longer. Got two old friends coming to the party.
Okay.
One of them is just terrified you'll leave without saying hello. The other, well, let's just say he's going to be as surprised to see you as you will be.
Can we just like snap his neck? You don't like the Riddler?
When Amadeus Arkham built this fine institution, few would have believed it could be.
You know, I dig the Riddler. He's pretty cool.
Rehabilitation center it has become. Everyone knows the stories of the various.
Went a little too far with him, but you know. He also has a lot of time on his hands and a lot of resources, but you know.
Troubled individuals, a safe haven for recovery. We represent all medical specialists.
Say that when you get 240% Arkham Knight.
You can operate on me anytime.
I hear there's a lie.
Hey guys. So these are weird to have in the middle of. I'm assuming they have a purpose. Whoop. I like. I don't understand why.
You think I can? Stop your whining and listen good. If anyone goes near you without Joker's express permission, then I you are taken out ASAP. Looks like you're a bottle ship. Gotta tell you.
Great. Resident Turbo League, I've never heard of this Witcher. Okay, so you know how you bleed on the outside. Think if you get a cut, but on your inside.
I'm sure we can settle.
And guess what? She's fine. Howdy.
What's going on? They were talking like they were in control. Is it true that Joker escaped?
Unfortunately, yes. But not for long.
I've been studying Joker's case for months when he broke out. The warden was very specific he wanted Joker cured.
Bad publicity will affect his campaign for mayor.
That'll be the least of his... God, I almost forgot.
There's a weird box with Joker's face in here.
Hunting down the other doctors.
Well, not like one of the TVs.
All staff have been rescued.
The box with Joker's face in it. Out of bounds. Okay.
All the medical staff are safe. Time to continue following Harley Quinn and Gordon's trail.
Harley Quinn. Also, why would he say Harley Quinn? Just let's say just Harley. Oh, look, there's a person in that one. Just crouched down. It's like a stripper in a cake. Oh. I'm glad they put all the ones that like knives in the same jumpsuit. Helps. It helps.
Everyone knows the stories of the various so-called super criminals who've been
Good
treated.
vid. Okay, we can watch it. I'll probably grab something to eat or a little bit. I can play that while I go and grab it and then eat.
Did you find them? Are they okay?
Funny.
Yes, they're safe now.
Batman.
Batman.
Got another problem.
Batman.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there.
Is this eating?
Can't risk Joker getting his hands on them.
It's not safe, Doctor. The island's a war zone. You won't stand a chance.
Not really.
It's my life's work. You really don't have
It's
to
pretty
be
one-sided when you really think about it.
You ask me, it's about time for a little payback.
I don't like it, but who called the elevator?
Wasn't us. It's coming from the lower floor.
Cash, take Dr. Young. Get her notes and then find somewhere safe to hold up. Everyone else, go to the observation room. Barricade yourselves in.
The boss says he's in here somewhere. Spread out.
Yeah, because that fucking man. You don't have the authority. It's like. Oh, Fit, here's a video for you that I just see. Yeah, we got these, and then we got. I've seen this thumbnail a lot. I just haven't watched it. Proof that Batman Arkham Origins is canon. I didn't think that was a debate. I guess it was at some point. Battle for Bikini Bottom. I played one of the SpongeBob games. Play this at some point. It is. Yeah, I'm saying I didn't know that was a thing. We'll play this at some point because I own it now. It pains to admit, but it is canon. Were people saying it wasn't? We'll play this at some point. Yeah. Arkham Knight. Arkham City. I do remember a glitch being where I'm trying to think. You were on a ledge and you would shoot the electrical gun, and you would start just like floating in the air. Once you get high enough, you could glide. You can get out of bounds. I remember that one. Playing because the game. Was it the best one? No. But was it? We'll see. We'll see. I'm playing them all, man. I'm playing them all. I don't know. Theoretically, I should have played it before this. But, you know. Is it a good one? Oh, he's down there. Fuck. Oh, okay. How did he die from that but me throwing the dude off outside? Whoop. I don't know. When should I play that game? After this? Or after City? I do not know. Never? Oh, I don't know about that. Also, it'd be funny just have you type the entire game. Goodbye. Delete us and refund us. Well, I have to get a physical copy at some point. Because it's not digital on the. It's not backwards compatible digitally, though. Which is weird. But...
Only kidding. Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears. All of them.
Oh, I didn't even notice. There's like a scarecrow face on that. Oh no, the little skinny man. Really if I was made. Yeah, I could imagine. Especially during this era, it's like for what this game was, like I bet they had to really just do a bunch of funky shit. They always seem to be the really good games when like they have to. They're so like their game's so ambitious where it's like you have to fuck with the game mechanically to get stuff to work.
Help me, Batman. No!
Okay. Look, there's little demon eyes. Ooh. It's red sun. Whoop. Oh no, he did. Impressive, you can feel a pulse through those thick gloves. Smoking got him. Can't believe it.
I'm sorry.
Poked us, yeah.
I was too late.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed isn't available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Barbara, are you there?
Please hang up your phone.
Donna's killer. Oh, I never. Yeah, he squished the bugs and makes noises. Squish, 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 squish. This is the best part of this game, right here. Scarecrow. Excuse me? Okay, I hear you loud and clear. I'll leave. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. I wanted to leave, not come back to the same room. Howdy?
Father, you should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
Well, you kind of jumped in front of me and took the bullet, so I don't know. It's not really my fault on that one.
Mom?
Help us, Bruce. Don't let us die.
Why do you have your necklace on? That's not realistic. It's like my uncle or something? I don't remember him. You didn't do shit. That's also true, yeah. She didn't do anything either. Oh, my suit is fixed. Oh, no, it's so fixed. Transform.
You're in my world now.
God, man. You must really not eat. You're so skinny. Whoop. Is that me? Come on. No way to make the bat, by the way. I remember the morgue. It's like Resident Evil, guys. Back at the morgue. In what looks to be sewers. Can't get away from it, apparently. Instead of Mr. X, it's some little bitch boy. This game I know, this game copied Resident Evil 2, man. Look, there's probably what? Some couple red herbs. It's a little bigger.
Oracle, I'm okay.
What happened? I lost contact. Are you sure you're all right?
Should be red herbs somewhere around here.
I'm fine. Had a little run-in with Scarecrow,
yeah.
slowed me down. I'll get back to you in a bit.
Let's do... we can do Rage. Let's do Rage. Let's do... Oh, we do Rage. which is just armor, but I like to call it rage. Scarecrow gonna give it to you does not work as well, no. Or you could say Crane gonna give it to you. That sounds a little better.
It wasn't Gordon. Crane's gas must have affected me.
Also, this place don't have to follow like any regulations. It's like they're just chains, man. How's this allowed, man? If it is allowed, like that's just fucked up. Jonathan gonna give it to you. Huh. Let's see what we want to do. We want to go this way, that way. Yep. Okay. Oh, wait, no. What? Ah, yes. Wait, did I have to wait for him to... I remember going through this door. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. No, damn it. Why put paint down if I can't go? Oh, this way. I was gonna say, if I can't go that way. Blocked door. And it's only been like, what? How long have we been going? About an hour, right? They've done all of this. It's pretty impressive. Faint's little teddy bear. It's not what he looks like.
Here's the deal. If you can find a way to get to Harley without anyone realizing, I'll give you your next present. Fail, and the old cutter dies. Hell, I may even give
Watch the good video. Oh, yeah, we can do it. Wait. Just rescue Gore without being detected. Okay. That's... let's put on one, and then I'll get downstairs and make my food, and we'll watch the actual one. Wow, okay. Let's... new ones to
way far away from the actual.
this one. That was a quick spoiler. Damn. Oh. It would help if I had it on screen. Does that sound good? Too loud?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thank you so much for watching episode 104 of Boundary Break. I'm the host, She Says, and I'm going to make this really quick. I just really want to thank Codename Gamma for making this camera. It was amazing, and it came out so shortly after the game's release. So you are a wizard, sir, and I really appreciate you. And if you appreciate the camera that he made, there's links to him down below. I think you should check him out. But anyways, in the interest of saving your time, I'm going to cut you loose right now and show you what we got. All right, let's do it.
Let's go for the speedrun, bro. Go on that train.
Alright, so I wanted to come out of the gate really strong with this one and show you some left behind content. Now, this discovery wasn't found by me, but it was presented to me and asked to be shared on the show. I still want to give credit to @CafePear on Twitter and thank him for pointing this out to me. It's a unused beta version of the orphanage. Now, what sets this orphanage apart from the final version of the orphanage is that a lot of the walls and objects aren't textured, which is kind of cool, but also the layout itself is slightly different. Starting off with this table over here that looks like it was supposed to have a blanket draped over it. Normally, there'd be a reception desk right here in the center, but here in the beta version, that's not the case. Actually, if you go upstairs too, you'll see that area where Sherry has to run around is completely different. And if I have to speculate here, I have to assume that this beta version of the orphanage did not have that Sherry sequence in mind when it was made. Because for one thing, there's a lot more space up here, whereas in the final version, it's a little more crowded. But again, this is amazing to me. Normally, stuff like this is hidden in the game files, which, to be fair, it still is, but it's great that we can talk about it here on the show because it's literally behind the other orphanage. The next thing here is pretty funny, but I do want to take you play by play what happened here. So I was originally recording this scene to show you the outside of the clock tower when it's not in cutscene mode. The game does a pretty good job of doing the exterior of all these buildings almost at any given time. So it looks really great when you step outside the boundaries of the police station. But the clock tower uses two separate models here, which is evidenced by looking at the other side of the wall. And this is where it got pretty good. I'm just about ready to wrap up this footage, and then I look over to the right, and I see Mr. X walking around in a completely different area of the map, which means that something very untraditional is happening here. Normally, when a video game implies that a character is off screen somewhere, they're not actually there. There's usually just sound effects played out to make it seem like it is. However, if Mr. X didn't already stress you guys out enough, the truth is he is literally walking around this map. And some of you in the comments are probably ready to say, well, he teleports to you at certain times. And that's entirely true, but those are scripted events. In fact, I've heard through the grapevine that you can get two Mr. X's to show up at once if you get the field Mr. X and the event Mr. X in the same area. But if you're looking to see something like that, I would recommend you go check out Son of a Glitch. But let's not get off of the subject of Mr. X just yet. Now, the very first time you get a glimpse of him is when he smashes through this jail cell and crushes this dude's, yeah. And I was getting a lot of reviewer requests asking me if he's actually behind the wall. And I'm very happy to report that he is. It's just really difficult to show you what that looks like because the lighting in this game is very specific. So areas outside of the boundaries tend to be really dark like this. But I did crank up the brightness and contrast for you so that you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at. And the first time that you have to engage with Mr. X, he's pushing aside this helicopter. And a lot of people on Twitter, which by the way you can follow me here, wanted to know when he appears there exactly. And the answer starts to reveal itself as you walk about halfway through the hallway on the other side of the bend. I can slow it down and show you the exact frame in which he spawns in, which funny enough is not in the exact coordinate that he should be, so kind of has to move himself into place. Which is really funny because in a different scene with Claire, we got the police chief ready to spring at her, but if you took the camera around the bend on this scene, you'd see that he is in fact waiting there and he's in an idle pose. Alright, I guess now's a good time to talk about some menu stuff. The first thing I want to mention is the game over screen. Normally the only thing that the player can see after they die is a little pity pat of blood in the upper left hand corner against what looks like a sheet of metal. While zooming the camera out doesn't do too much to solve this mystery, it does show you that this image is shown in a 3D space, and the title menu of Resident Evil 2 has two things going on. When you're about to start a story mission, it shows you a 3D area of the last area you visited. However, that entire sweeping shot of Raccoon City is not fully 3D. It's a series of 2D textures made to look like it has depth. But I gotta say, even better than that is a weird piece of HUD that's left inside of a cutscene of the game. Now, I asked my developer source as well as people on Twitter. Nobody knew the answer to this question, and the best guess that I could gather was that it's a camera coordinate, possibly to position stuff for the user interface. But without getting a direct word from the developers, there's no way to know exactly what this thing is. But since we're on the subject of cutscenes, let's talk about a couple right now. How about that opening cutscene with Claire? If you take the camera underneath the gas station, you can find the unique object used when pumping gas, as well as Leon's Jeep, which is pretty crazy. But that kendo gun shop scene, where he takes his daughter into a room and you're not allowed to see what happens, well, there's still not a lot going on once they close that door. There is a couple of frames of unique animation that the player's not allowed to see, but the room itself is really tiny and unpopulated with anything. In fact, the one object that you can see from the roof is a roof detail that's supposed to show a skylight, and its geometry just happens to clip into the small box that represents the room that the kendo gun shop owner walks into. And the same can be said for Ada when you first meet her and she walks into that door way off in the distance. There's a couple of frames of walking animation, the model then stops, then gets removed. And the same could be said for Annette as well. Are you starting to see a pattern here? Okay, good. But you know what, while we're here too, I can show you that before the cutscene starts, the jacket that Ada gives to Leon is already loaded into the map and suspending in mid-air until Leon eventually sits underneath it. Here's something that is used in a scene, but you can't see it in full view for whatever reason. One of which being Claire with a motorcycle helmet on. The cutscenes in the game make sure to angle it so that you never see it from the front for some reason, but it is fully modeled. And if they were going to hide anything, I suppose, I guess it's just this big dopey smile she seems to have while she's riding it. I don't know. Which is pretty cool, but this next thing I know that the player's not allowed to see. It's the back of the...
And with that, we're going to what we came here for. Arkham. thing. Oh.
What up, citizens of Gotham? Welcome to episode 55 of an ongoing series where we basically...
There's something, huh? Open? Making food, what kind? Fries, Chinese, you know. The town. No, it's, I don't know if you guys know what it... Well, Alex knows. But Devour, they have a Philly cheesesteak. And it's fucking amazing. That's what I grabbed. Okay.
Take the camera anywhere we want, and we try to find secrets, new discoveries to some of our favorite games. This week we got Michael Chin back, animating the intros. It's good to have you back, man. And if you
have you had the frozen ones?
Chin, just gotta click the link to his YouTube page in the
I
description.
know you grabbed the
That said, let's get going.
One's in a box, right? Or like on the dry. That's interesting.
So the first character that I want to look at today is Killer Croc. You see him at the very start of the game and he tells you that he's got your scent and yeah, it's supposed to be really scary. It does get pretty scary later on. But that's not the point. Point is, you're stuck in an interactive
That battle was really cool.
Yeah, that's what I choose to call it. But since you're stuck in a certain position, Croc gets carried off into a separate room and you're not allowed to follow him. You can actually see that Croc hangs there for just a little bit and then disappears.
Hey, grilled cheese.
And then the room disappears right after him. And
there's also the
developers are using culling to make the whole environment invisible because the programming knows that Batman isn't going to be in there, therefore he can't see anything that's in that room, and therefore this is a great opportunity to save some memory. Now this becomes a little bit tricky when it comes to boundary breaking. See, I actually want to find some hidden rooms, and if you turn them invisible, well, that just makes it a heck of a lot harder now, doesn't it? Like, for example, this hallway at the very, very start of the game, you can see a pre-rendered cutscene of Batman and Joker walking through it, which then leads into an in-game cutscene where you can see just the front of it before the door closes. But after that, the entire hallway gets culled out, and you can only see remnants of what's supposed to be in there. However, if we freeze the game just before the door closes, that whole entire hallway is still there. So now that the game is frozen, we can actually see the entire in-game hallway. And no, unfortunately, the outdoors was not rendered whatsoever until you progress further into the game.
Also, you go in that hallway later.
Outside of the boundaries of the first enemy engagement that Batman encounters is an isolated space that has electrified prisoner jail cells. Now, there are jail cells throughout all of Arkham Asylum and only makes sense. It's an asylum. However, these particular jail cells don't seem to ever be used, or if they are for something that displays on a monitor, Batman himself never reaches these cells.
You really know what? Sure, yeah. Good.
Another odd out-of-bounds environment set piece reveals a checkered cube against a 2D background. Now, I was keeping my eyes peeled for any monitor scenes or cutscenes that might have used this, and unfortunately I wasn't able to spot it. But without a doubt in my mind, this was clearly meant to project a character that's displayed on a TV monitor. And another funny thing about this checkered pattern is that you can find it throughout the entire game of Batman Arkham Asylum. Now, there are several examples of this, and I could waste all of your time showing you every single one, but one of my favorites is the inside of the clock tower. Most of the time, you only get a cube or a wall, but in
I think
this
it projects
case,
Joker.
it's lined around the entire clockwork.
You know those outdoor women's uniforms? Oh, fuck.
So we finally made our way.
Those outdoor women's urination things to help them pee while camping. So, okay, yeah. The yeah, what is the name of that thing? Oh, Go Girl. Go Girl. This thing? Back to the rabbit hole, yeah. Yeah. I wonder where I saw this. The DIY you can make it out of Coke bottle. Whoa, we can't show. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, wow, there's a lot of those photos. I mean, wow, okay. That's more than I showed all of yesterday. I'm so upset I don't get the peace in. I don't get. It's not that good. I don't care really. What does this have to do with it? Oh, inconsistent. What like that? I guess for outside, yeah, that's fair. But like inside, it's like, okay, this is dumb. The fuck? Why? That's a male dog anyway. Concerts, camping, picnics, events, gasoline. Oh, gasoline waiting line. Does the horses want to pee like a lady guy too? There's another one called Shiwi. God damn it! Get. Why is it on there? God, fuck stop. Hate sitting on dirty, disgusting toilets. Put toilet paper down. I do. What the fuck is that? That's just a Okay, this is coming from a dude, right? Gasoline waiting line is the American thing I don't understand. Uh-huh. Okay, so if you're peeing in a bottle in a car, can't a woman do that as well? I can't aim like that, my dude. I'm not aiming, but if you like put it up, you know. Shit, some can, not me, pro gamer. We're just peeing a cup. Here you go, there's that. Pee in a car tube. Oh, come on. I need a D. It could be uncomfortable sometimes. Here. That photo keep popping up. These shapes are starting to get weirder and weirder. Oh my god, ew. I get that's realistic, but shit, I don't even see that. And that's just a bag. This is. I don't see how that's. I blame you. Yeah, it all started there. Our controller turned off. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, it's a drawing, so I guess that's fine. Oh. Hmm. I'm here. Well, someone new. Howdy. Welcome. Today we're looking at dashboard. Oh, hello. Yes, this is what we're looking at today. Also, I didn't want to look this. I may be okay. Hmm. See, she doesn't need to be standing on it if the she had the P-Bud or any of the other ones. Jesus, no tapping. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Okay, yeah, we're done. It was a fake thing, but it was still something.
Way outside and in game, you can
We ain't watching that no more.
off in the distance. Hey, not too shabby. But I think we can do a little bit better. So if we zoom the camera out, we can actually see all of Gotham up close and personal. First thing you'll
I don't know if
notice
you guys
is
saw it. I
Wayne
saw it. I
Enterprises
definitely
with its
saw that
big
shit.
W logo. And what's very peculiar here, and you don't often see this in faraway backdrop items, is that nearly all the buildings actually have a back end. Typically, buildings like these have something called backface culling, where since the player's never going to see the back of the building, It simply doesn't exist. But what's really cool is that we have an example of both. The Wayne Enterprises building does have backface culling, while many other buildings in this city skyline don't have that feature. Now you might notice that the ground around those buildings are pitch black. This is actually something that can be seen by the player themselves. And because of its incredibly unusual nature, it's very likely that at one point this ground actually had real textures that a player could see, and at some point in development, the developers decided to make it completely black to make it seem more organic. This would be an easy solution to essentially band-aid something that seemed like a good idea at the time, fully implemented it, and then changed their minds. Oh, awesome. We finally get a chance to talk about...
Oh, I was actually confused for a second. Like, what the fuck's happening?
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. This is just my way of saying we're at the part of the video where we talk about Scarecrow. So before we get to the really good
I'm like,
bits,
what? That's a weird buffering. What the hell is that?
One-on-one fights with Scarecrow. See, Arkham Asylum
That
is
YouTube just
mostly
broke.
just asylum walls and
Got me.
sometimes some outdoor environments. So getting a zoom out of something like this is really special, and especially because the camera is very restricted. The game wants you to play this as almost like a 2D segment. But with full control of the camera, we can finally see the full scope of this area. Okay, for real this time, let's dissect and analyze Bruce Wayne's disillusion. There's a lot to look at here. One of the things that you'll notice right off the bat is that Bruce Wayne's father is inside this body bag, as well as the other three that are on the table.
Oh, you saw it at the bottom?
It's wicked bizarre. The game wants you to
it's like, that... I'm pretty sure it was fake, but still, that could... That's more than getting me banned off Twitch.
All three body bags, or at least how many body bags are left. So when you open the first body bag, Bruce Wayne's father is in all three. Once there's two left, Bruce Wayne's mother is in the other two. And once you pull back curtain number 3, Scarecrow comes out and does his stuff. Now the game would never allow you to see this, but you can actually see the frame where the body bags are swapped out for another one. We just hit the frame where we picked the body bag for Bruce's mother, and so now the game is getting rid of the other mother body bag and replacing it with the Scarecrow body bag. And for a single frame, Scarecrow's body bag stands straight up on top of the table and then repositions itself.
Oh, he has no head.
And another thing you might notice is that
they
Batman's head is
decapitated him.
completely missing. I know it looks really ridiculous, but there's a reason for this. This is so that the in-game camera can go into a first-person perspective without Batman's head getting in the way. But the question is, where does Batman's head go? Well, I'm very reminded of a Transformer toy where his head actually collapses.
Oh, that's why you said
chest.
Transformer.
And when the game is done with the first-person mode, Batman's head relocates on top of his shoulders.
That's what I was hoping for.
Really quick,
I'm like, please let it just flop out and not just like appear.
Really quick, I just want to explain that every single doorway has its own special space to it. Now the camera always angles.
I've had Transformers toys like that too, and their heads in their chesticle.
The game in the moment when Batman does open the door, you can see that there's a block of interior that's designed specifically for each area that you go into.
They were like what, like a $15 ones? Other than like the, it was like $30 ones, but it's like can't get that one, so I got this. And they like that's like the only like their arms just move, their legs move somewhat. The only thing that transformed was like their head.
Now I initially thought that they probably just use this when Batman gets a gadget out of the trunk, but that's
Yep,
not
there's the lamp.
case. In fact, if we freeze the camera while Batman's looking in the trunk, we can see that the trunk itself is a separate model, and that lamp is just sitting right behind it.
It fucking primes. I had some good. I had the.
As you can see in this scene, it's
from the first movie, the Scorpion one.
Right there. Not only does Harley say he's
I had a
there,
couple
but
of the pretty
Gordon
good ones.
himself says so in his own voice.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like to
over here.
When you liked him.
However, if we were to manipulate the camera around and show you what's really going on,
They couldn't even put her in the chair. What the fuck?
Another Harley with an elongated neck. Now, I mean, since you can't see him anyway, I guess it could save on memory, but I doubt you need to save memory to pull off this scene, so why don't you just show Commissioner Gordon and have him within Batman's line of view? And then when this
They made her
cutscene is
like
done with
really
Harley,
weird
she does a couple of cartwheels
by
up into the
elongating
hallway,
her.
and then freezes in place, and then goes back into the sitting position that you saw when you first entered the room. A lot of the glass in Batman is used to disguise and hide either small rooms or just basic objects. But for some reason in this one hallway, you can find an array of bottles that are toxic chemicals. Now at one point I actually thought this was Scarecrow's fear toxin. However, this hallway is never used for anything like that. So I was checking out Bane and I found out that a surprising amount of Bane's face actually exists underneath his mask. Now this doesn't usually happen with video games, period. Like for example, Batman himself doesn't really have much of a face at all. But with Bane, there's only very small portions of his face missing, and if we move the camera along, you can see pretty much his entire face.
Oh, he has no nose, that's why he's so angry.
Here's a nice little zoom out of the map that holds the Batcave, and as you can see, it's not connected to the whole island, but rather the one building that Batman
Oh my god, think of what that fucking Venom does to that. It's like those photos, like those drawings that people make of like Hulk and Black Widow.
So this was something that I was really excited about, and I couldn't wait to get to it as a boundary breaker. Oh, that was weird to say out loud. But anyways, it's Ra's al Ghul. I know at one point in the game you can see his body bag with a tag on his toe, and I desperately wanted to take the camera into the body bag to see if there was a full body. And unfortunately there isn't. I was kind of expecting that, but one thing I was not expecting was how hairy Ra's al Ghul's legs are. Seriously, it's okay to have hairy legs, but I don't... okay. So this is another encounter with Scarecrow, and it's one of the most impressive scenes from Arkham Asylum. As you go down this hallway, you start to see that the regular Asylum walls start to transform into an alleyway. Now what's got me curious is how is this pulled off? And by using the camera, I was able to figure out how. Every time the lightning strikes as you walk down this hallway, in that flash of a moment, Batman's transported from one hallway to an adjacent one. And every time the lightning strikes, Batman gets pushed over another hallway. And so in truth, it's not just one hallway that's being transformed, there just exists 4 different versions of the same hallway that Batman gets transported to.
Makes sense.
Alright, now let's just talk a lot about...
I only read like half of that sentence. Let me go back, please. An image sex video of Hulk and Black Widow. Hey, sometimes on the... You get recommended like ads on the side of video on websites. I'm just saying. Go from me. Don't know. That's some premium stuff. That's like OnlyFans.
This earlier scene, you're supposed to get jump scared by Killer Croc as he smacks
on the side. I want the main site. It's like there's never a main site, man. It's always just you click on those things. It's like virus.
Hey, surprise Batman, but you know what?
Or lonely single Hulks in your
where he starts off and where he ends up when he leaves the scene.
I will find you. Rip your flesh like paper.
So as for the showdown itself, there's a lot of things to show you of Killer Croc. The first one being is where is Croc at any given time? Because you know that if you run around in this area, Croc's gonna just spring up and grab you. Well, what's really surprising is that there's actually a bottom to these sewer tunnels. Not something I really expected, since the water itself is opaque. But outside of these tunnels, you will find Killer Croc. He always hangs
He's T-posing.
But when the game wants to use him, he'll blip to wherever he needs to go. But how about when Croc actually comes out of the water? Where does he start? Well, actually, for just one frame, half his body's not actually in the sewer. It's bleeding through the actual environment. And then when Killer Croc tackles Batman, you can see for yourself exactly how that looks. And that didn't really seem very fair. Okay, so Killer Croc gets to disappear, but Batman turns into a ragdoll.
Goes limp.
To see some sweet justice. So in this scene where Killer Croc croaks, normally you just see him go through the hole and you can't really see exactly where he is in the
hole. I love the fucking physics like that.
If we take the camera down there, we can see that he also ragdolls once he's defeated.
What happened?
Here we are face to face with Clayface. And one of the things that always bugged me when I was playing this game is
what
that
is with
you talk to Clayface, you see that he's one person, then you turn the camera and he becomes a completely different person. But you hear the sound effect of him transforming. Very sneaky, as is a lot with the Arkham series. So this is something I actually cannot do with Magic Camera, because the player has to turn the in-game camera in order to trigger the switch. It doesn't mean that it can't be seen, it just means I have to think outside the box. So what I ended up doing here was I changed the field of view to stretch so wide that we tricked the game into thinking that we've moved past the game's point of view.
Why is this an option
That the character models are just
to play like
swapped.
this?
Even if the Quincy Sharp version of Clayface is on the right side of the cell, that version will disappear and the Commissioner Gordon version will appear on the left side.
Ew.
A quick moment to satiate any curiosity here. I had to check inside the cell of the best Batman villain of history, Mr. Freeze,
Wow,
and see if
okay.
there's anything that we can find inside the cell.
It's expire.
And unfortunately,
Expire again? What
looks
the
like
hell?
there's nothing inside.
Well, I'm not surprised. They probably didn't model any of those guys. Wait, that's Why does that keep expiring? Oh, you got it? Okay. Such a weird thing that. Is it when we add channels? Is that a thing?
Greenhouse and oh hey, there's the Batjet. No, the Batjet is supposed to appear in the scene. But what's interesting here is that it's queued up in the wrong place, because when Batman activates the beacon to call the Batjet, it swoops in from the left and then smashes into the building, rather than rise up from the bottom.
This is
and then
why you have
smash
admin's law. John used a different one. Huh.
Here's the Poison Ivy boss fight. I thought I'd show it off because, as we all know, the plant goes down into a pit that Batman is not allowed to follow, and you can't use the camera to manipulate it to see just how far down it goes. But when we take the camera down there, we can not only see where the plant ends, but we can also see the thorny vines that spring up and spawn enemies. Also interesting to note here, throughout the game, Poison Ivy is perceived as green with glowing eyes, but during this boss fight, she has pale skin and still green eyes, but they're not glowing.
Really fun.
So before we take on the Joker and end this, we should talk about Quincy Sharp's secret room. Because even though players have probably combed this room from top to bottom, you all probably missed one very important detail, and you're looking at it right now. Can you see it yet? No?
The lamp?
Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit closer. Can you see it now?
The lamp.
Alright, well, if you can't see it at this point, I might as well just slap it in your face. It's this fly over here. Normally, it's incredibly hard to see any detail to these flies because they're moving around so much, and it's also hard to guide the player-controlled camera close enough to ever see them. However, if we freeze the game and move in as close as possible without clipping,
It's like a ghost fly. What? Thank you for making a choice with Baby Yoda. I love that gift so much.
The final scenes before the last battle, and throughout the game you saw TVs with Joker bodies. And of course, the game itself reveals that truth to be that yes, in fact, he is there. But what's a really odd level of dedication and detail is that while Joker is monologuing with the TV on his head, the actual Joker is actually using his lips, despite the fact that the player would never be able to see it. Also, while Joker drops the bomb, we can see him disappear as he tries to run back to his throne. Although you can still see a duplicate copy of him on his throne.
Yeah, moonwalk.
Batman will end up walking to him at some point.
Oh, disappeared. He does have superpowers.